have to ask you the question now, because I'm sure everyone listening is like, well, what were the insights that you got from that first book, first and foremost? What were some of the common traits that you identified? And perhaps what were some of the areas that surprised you that you wasn't expecting?
Well, I'll answer that, Chris, but I'll also make it a bit of a dynamic answer, because I've been now at Spencer Stuart for 25 years. I've had the privilege of working on over 700 assignments, recruiting chief executive officers and C-suite executives. I've really seen what really works and what's most important in CEO leadership and top leadership, and what the derailers are. So when I started through that research, it was a good help, but it's become even sharper in my brain right now. And so I'll share that. But some of the stuff is absolutely timeless, and things, if you go back thousands of years to the Bible and Alexander the Great or whatever, there are timeless elements of leadership, and that has to do with that ability to be the organization's thought leader is absolutely essential. But the second thing is, it's a leadership aspect of leading by example. I believe that doing right by others and focusing on the success of others, and this was one of the differentiators in the 5 patterns, it's focusing on the success of those around you who work for you and who work with you, and investing in their success as much as your own success. That is a powerful differentiator. So there's a leadership by example and an attitude of abundance and caring that, and I think today in 2019, and as we get into the 2020s, there's no barrier between and no separation between your work life and your private life and your friend life. We're all one transparent being. And if you're a jerk or if you're inauthentic, you're going to get busted quickly. So you really have to really care truly about others and be very transparent. But that leadership by example, I think, interestingly, what I've learned is that style is irrelevant. The most charismatic people or the most introverted people, shy people, great public orators, and people who really can't speak publicly. That doesn't matter in CEO performance or even leadership, but linking that style to a set of values and a context, that's what it's all about. And here's something for you, Chris. I do believe that context, back to our earlier point about playing to your strengths, context is really critical, because I've seen the same person be massively successful in one context and a big failure in another context. Mm-hmm. And so understanding yourself and understanding your context and putting those two together is what it's all about. I can give you an example of that if you like. But those are a few things. It's the thought leadership, it's the people leadership, it's leading by example, it's caring about others, and people like being a part of winning teams. So that's why this thought leadership, coming up with strategies and directions that actually get momentum, people really flock to momentum and to winning.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and share so that others can benefit from the great knowledge and experience. See you tomorrow.